Today I went to the airport museum, and to get there I had to get on the 44th Street station, which this is it right here. As soon as you go in there, you'll see this plane hooked up to the ceiling, which is pretty interesting. They have a little uh, display about the airplane there too, and different exhibitions. I take a escalator up to the tram, and here's a view from the tram. The tram goes pretty fast, about 23 miles an hour, and it goes to 44th Street, Terminal 4, Terminal 3, and then the auto rental place, which I went through all of them. And here's a view from the tram. You'll see the airplanes taking off right now. They had about 8 planes in line to take off. I got off at Terminal 4, and they had a little, they had pictures there, plus a little description of what it was. On this one exhibit, they had iconic buildings around Phoenix. Here's Chrissy Chevrolet, which is down around 12th Street and Camelback. And that sign's been there forever, since I was a kid. Yeah, here's the bank. It's on 44th Street in Camelback. And I believe it's the Chase Bank now, but it used to be Valley National Bank, which went out of business back years ago. I think they became Bank One. I'm not really sure about that, but that was back in, God, back in the 80s, whatever. Here's Circle Records. If you lived in Phoenix, you know what this place is. They'll sell DVDs, LPs. It was a great place. It was around for like 38 years. Closed in 2010, and now it's a breakfast place. I think it's Snooze Eatery. It was a great place. In fact, the top looks kind of like a record. Celebrity Theater, that's on 32nd and Van Buren. That theater's been around forever, probably early 60s. And I think it was first designed as a conference center. Then about a year later, it was made into like a concert place. And the neat thing about this one venue is the stage turns around. I never seat's a good seat. If you ever get a chance, if you've never been there, That's a really good place to go to see a concert. And here's the Arizona Veterans Coliseum. And the Sun used to play here back in '68 to around '92, and this place has some really good concert. Also, the State Fair is there every year around October, November, right around there. But the Monkees have played here. Elvis Presley. There's a lot of good concerts there. That's that was a place to go to back in the back in the '80s. This building's over on Central and Osborne. Yeah, it looks like a computer printout. Well, you have to be a little bit older to realize that, but it's one of these punch cards. And I guess they had that designed for the heat. It's supposed to be better for the heat, whatever. The '96 Super Bowl in Arizona State University. I really don't remember who even played in that game. And I lived in Tempe at that time, and I remember I'd walk over there to the stadium, and you see all the celebrities. I remember Jay Leno was doing a broadcast right outside the stadium, for a show. But the biggest thing of that, um, as a Super Bowl, was a halftime show, and of course Diana Ross was the halftime singer, but she left in a helicopter. And I remember reading someplace about it at that time that the guy that flew the helicopter was a Vietnam vet. But just think of that, air helicopter going to the stadium full of people. You never see that nowadays, but back then you can get away with it. But if you ever, you should go to YouTube and see the exit of her show. Really something. I just left Terminal 4 and I took a tram to Terminal 3. And this is as soon as you walk the doors, this is the first thing you'll see. here this is a rental car center, and this is what you first see when you walk through the doors. Now here are some huge murals on the wall, and you have these telescope, these little binocular things, so you can look at the detail, and it tells you on the wall what to look for. You have to kind of stand back to see how big it is. And how they got that there. There's actually a little history of how they brought those items to that place. Pretty interesting. So if you're bored and one thing to do, you can stop off this museum. It's free, and the only thing you gotta do is you can pay for parking at the airport, where you can park around 44th Street and just take a tram up to the Terminal 4, 3, and the rental car center. And Terminal 4 has some good place to eat at. It takes about 2 hours to walk around the airport and see all that they have. Anyway, if you can give me a like and subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. My channel is mostly about Phoenix and the museums around Phoenix. I also do restaurants too. I haven't uploaded those yet. I will within the next few weeks. Anyway, have a good day, and I will see you next time.